I'm Dolly Breslow, and welcome to the Transcript. This week, the Transcript sees what NHS students are up to between the bells, gets smarts and crafty, and Cheap Thrills checks out a local restaurant.
The new Omicron variant of COVID-19 has been spreading fast in South Africa and other countries. However, President Biden reminded people to stay calm, saying that sooner or later, we're going to see cases of this new variant here in the United States. We'll have to face this new threat just as we face those who have come before it. In other news, in early November, a racial slur and a swastika were found on a desk outside Amherst Pelham Regional High School. This has prompted school officials to work with students and teachers to improve diversity and equity initiatives. Last Thursday, Manna once again provided Thanksgiving dinners to everyone in need, in what is the nonprofit's biggest meal of the year. I'm Shiloh Hammerland, and happy Hanukkah.
Hi everybody, I'm Levi Armstrong with an exciting announcement. Starting this Sunday from 6 to 7 and every Sunday thereon, I'll be having a radio show on a local station, Valley Free Radio 103.3. I think it's going to be really fun and educational, witty, entertaining. I don't know, so I hope you tune in, and yeah, it's going to be really cool. So thanks so much.
Welcome to Hands Up.
This week we looked into weightlifting, a form of exercise that has been trending recently amongst NHS students. Renewed in popularity over quarantine, weightlifting is a strength-building exercise involving small amounts of cardio and large amounts of burn. Athletes of all levels can participate in lifting, and it can be done in a gym or in the comfort of your own basement. We visited the gym frequented by our HAMP lifters and asked students to give us insight on the lifting community.
Weightlifting has benefited me personally through, it gives me an outlet for my mental health, and it's a good way to alleviate stress and anxiety. I think it's also just a healthy option, and it helps with self-confidence. The lifting community, I think, to me, it means people that can come together and push each other to do better than they would do by themselves. And I think it's a good motivator, and I think it's the best way to learn. Weightlifting has helped me accomplish many things. Personally, it has helped me with self-confidence, and it has helped me with feeling better about myself and dealing with anxieties and stresses that normally I wouldn't know how to take care of.
How has lifting benefited you?
Lifting has increased my strength for sports and made me a better athlete.
Thanks for watching Hamped Up, and see you next week.
Welcome back to Smarts and Crafts. This week we sit down with anatomy teacher Megan Murphy to make some magic wands. At the school, what is your role here?
I am the new anatomy teacher here at the high school. Next semester I'll be teaching biology as well, but right now I'm just teaching human anatomy, which is really fun.
So before teaching at NHS, where did you work?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I started my teaching career at PVPA, the Performing Arts Charter School in South Hadley. I taught science there for 3 years. I then moved to Turner's Falls High School in Montague, where I taught for 2 years, and now I'm here.
What are some of your hobbies?
Oh gosh. I was really involved with music and theater when I was in high school and college. And I, as of late, have taken up Dungeons and Dragons with some of my housemates, which is really fun. That was our quarantine hobby. It's all about balance.
Do you have any pets?
I have lots of pets, yes. I have Willow, my hound mix dog. She's very cute. And I have my cat Goose, who is a little black and white, little tuxedo cat. He's very cute.
How did you get into teaching sciences?
Ooh.
How did you get into it?
Okay, so that's a really good question. I mentioned that in high school I was really into theater and music, and for a while I thought I wanted to go to school for musical theater, but I ended up in 10th grade taking biology with Mrs. O'Connor, who was my bio teacher, and she was just the coolest human and made me feel really smart and like good at science, which was one of the first times I really felt like in an academic class that I was good at something. And you know, when you're getting ready to think about college and you haven't really felt super exceptional at a subject before, does that make sense? Like when a teacher made you feel smart, it was really impactful for me. So I kind of decided in 10th grade that I wanted to study biology and teach science so that, you know, maybe other young budding scientists could find their path in my classroom. And if I could help a student realize that they were good at science and that science was really cool, that just sounded really exciting to me. So I got my undergraduate degree in biology and then started teaching.
So what are you like listening to or reading right now?
Oh my
Podcasts,
gosh.
songs, bands?
Okay, I'm reading A Court of Thorns and Roses. I almost brought it to you to see if you would read it because it gives me high fantasy energy, which I think you would appreciate.
I feel like reading is hard.
It is hard, especially when you do school, and I don't think enough people talk about how sad it is that reading for leisure is not necessarily as big of a hobby as it used to be, because everyone gets like worked out at school, and then they come home and don't necessarily want to read. And that's true for the adults too. I fall into that trap all the time, and it's a bummer.
Thank you so much for sitting down with us. We had a lovely time, and make sure to DM the NHS Transcript Instagram with people who you want to be interviewed next.
Hello, my name is Levi Armstrong, and today we're going to play a game show that I'm calling Between the Bells with Levi Armstrong. Excuse me, coming through. What's your name?
Stella.
This is Stella. Hi, Stella.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
What are you asking Santa for Christmas this year?
I'm Jewish.
Okay. Sasha.
Hi.
For $1, how old is your mother?
What?
How old is your mother?
My mother is...
Answer the question! 47, go! Watch out, Matt. Okay. For $1, ready? For $1. Name, no! Eleanor, good! Miles, for $1. What is one New Year's resolution that has not come true for you yet?
There's a lot of those, man.
One.
Dude, what do you want from me?
Anything!
I have to get to class.
What?
I have to get to class, bro.
Oh, he has to get to class. Go! Miss Reeves? Okay, we're here with Jane Reeves. Miss Reeves works in the front office. Miss Reeves, I'm going to take this pass you this microphone. Miss Reeves, what is one New Year's resolution that you're making for 2022?
To try to be patient and kind to students as they come and interrupt me in the middle of my work.
Great answer. Thank you, Miss Reeves. Oh, wait, you! For one of these, what is my name? What is my name?
I have no idea.
Come on, you got it. I'm on the transcripts. You might know me.
I don't. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not as famous as I thought I was. Ryan, and Chloe for that matter, for a Levi buck, name any freshman at Northampton High School.
Free hay fee.
Sure, go, whatever. Sir, do you know my name? What's my name?
Armstrong.
You got it, thank you. Mr. Mead. For one Levi buck. This is Mr. Mead, by the way, great English teacher.
Hello.
Mr. Mead, for one Levi buck, who is my celebrity crush?
Conan O'Brien.
Yes! Yes! You got it!
Two? Three?
Yes! Great job, Mr. Mead. Mr. Isser. Mr. Isser.
No, it's lunchtime. Go away.
If you could change one quality about me, what would it be?
Go away.
He doesn't really care for me, but that's okay. I think he's a really good guy. Thanks, Mr. Isler. I know we're still friends. We're still friends, right? Thumbs up. I don't know what I'm doing.
The Hot Chocolate Run is a community race and celebration of Safe Passage, the Hampshire County organization addressing domestic violence. Safe Passage hosted the first Hot Chocolate Run in 2004. Over a decade and a half later, the Hot Chocolate Run is one of the most successful fundraising events in the area, bringing millions of dollars to support Safe Passage's shelter, counseling, and legal programs, services for kids, violence protection, and more. We spoke to the Safe Passage Executive Director, Marianne Winters, to see how this impacts our local community.
Well, the Hot Chocolate Run is in its 18th year. The event itself is fantastic, and now that we went virtual last year, so now we're back in person and with a virtual option, and people are really excited about it. Well, the history is that it's grown every year, for 18 years, and each year more people get involved. It's also a community raiser. It's a fundraiser. It's also a way that people can get engaged in a way that's really fun and upbeat and healthy, where they can learn something about domestic violence. They can learn how they can get involved, not only in the event, but also in the issue. It's about educating the next generation or two of potential philanthropists and supporters, and understanding how every person has a role as an activist in their own community. We had to make some changes because COVID is still with us. So rather than serving real hot chocolate, we're giving people a packet, hot chocolate packet that's custom made with the same recipe that they can enjoy at home. We'll have masks available. We're going to require everyone to wear a mask while we're in a group. After the 100% virtual year, it's wonderful to be back. People are excited. People have been telling us that they're working on their costumes, that they're fundraising like they've never before fundraised. So exceed what we raised in 2019. Well, the future plans are to keep making changes that encourage the runners and the walkers, and especially that really encourage a community of philanthropy.
The Hot Chocolate Run has raised $452,000 of their $750,000 goal this year. Go check out the event in downtown Northampton on the intersection of Crafts Avenue and Old South Street this Sunday at 9 a.m. Thanks for watching.
Welcome to Cheap Thrills. This week we visited Hidden Gem Pho Boston. Located right around the corner of NHS and only serving authentic Vietnamese food, they've received nothing but raving reviews so far, so we decided to check it out.
I come in Northampton because the people in here very friendly, and in here not busy, look like the Boston. When I come in here and I have all the stuff, they have all the kitchen I need and everything. I look like the Vietnamese restaurant.
Okay, so we just finished our meal at Pho Boston, and it was really good. It was super high quality. I've had pho in California and a lot of other places, and this is by far amazing. I read online that they're commuting from Boston every day just to come in and cook, just because it's their passion. And the restaurant overall, it's very homey and super comfortable, and the employees were super kind. And overall, I'd highly recommend as a cheap thrill, even just for a fun night out.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week.
Thanks so much for watching. Starting next Monday, bring in donations of new household items for over 300 Afghan evacuees coming to the Pioneer Valley. Donation bin will be in the front entrance.